Okay, I'm gonna try something new now, and I'm gonna show you the videos of my hand track at Kashu Open 2023. And I think it's funny because this is a track that went completely differently than I planned. And I thought it would be maybe fun for you to know what was my plan and what did I do on the track. And just to keep it really realistic, because sometimes I run to people now that they're thinking that all the performances are somehow perfection when you are winning something or something like that, but most performances are far from perfection. There is a lot of mistakes included. And this hand track was really funny for that, because I made a lot of mistakes, more than I made for during the last few years. I don't think I made hand track kind of that bad. But finally there was a lot of things how I could save it a little bit too. So in the ranking it was not very bad finally. But I will now tell you honestly what really happened and how did it go. What is important to know before we go to the track itself is, okay, first of all, every time before I go to the hand track, I make a plan, very specific plan, how I'm gonna execute this. And it's kind of a plan A. And then for some parts of the track, there also exists a plan B. So I have few images in my head how I would like to do it and what I think is the best way, based on what kind of horse do I have. Like this time we had possibility to go on the track before, so we were really familiar with the track. Also it depends what kind of day do I have. So for example, this time I was really tired physically and mentally. I figured that out during the morning, during the warm-up, that my shooting was a bit off. So that's something you need to take in consideration when you go on the track, that can you actually execute the plan that you were planning to do, or maybe you need to change it a bit based on how do you feel. The only thing I wanted to change this time for my plan was that I decided to go a little bit slower, at least for the beginning, to check what kind of control I have for my shooting. And after, if it feels okay, then we would speed up towards the end. But just to, kind of know that there is no point to go really, really fast if you don't hit the targets. But enough about that for now. Let's go see the track itself. Here you can see the beginning. For the competition, I'm riding a horse called Horseback Black. A wonderful gelding, very nice partner. You can see us start the track. The first target, middle hit 7 points. After you go up little hill and down and shoot during the downhill. That was cut from the lever, I don't know why, but the lever is a little bit strange for that. It was also 3 points hit, so was this, so far it was okay. Then we have a very small target, the back shot. For some reason I ride way too close to the target, so it was terribly hard to hit it, so I didn't. At this point, for some reason, the lever cut and also my friend's video cut, so now you will just look at some picture. But after a little back shot, there was a deer, easy target really. But for some reason I was so focused on the next target, because there was a hand change to change to the left hand, that I missed the deer. And then I changed my hand and shoot with left hand, and again missed that target too. I'm not really used to shooting with left hand, so that was not surprise. But the two other targets before that were a bit surprise. And this is something I had to train my head for years to be okay in these situations. That even when I just missed 3 targets in a row, that I would not let that influence the rest of the track. Then we continue for this corner. It's an easy close back shot, 7 points for me, so middle hit. After that we have the big jump. We'll start to prepare for that. I know the horse would jump really good, so I was not concerned about that, just preparing for the jump. but few steps before I lose my arrow from my string and need to focus a lot to that, so I don't help the horse too much and he come really close to the obstacle. Anyway, I shot 2 points from target, so plus the 5 from the jump, it was still 7, so it was okay. Here you could see the shot from standing. The horse was listening really well, so he stand easily, and that was to get a 12 points, so I think there was some bonus from standing still. So not a bad hit also. Then we go to the long shot, the most funny part, because my big plan was to shoot all my back quiver to this. But like you can see, I didn't shoot a single arrow from my back quiver, every arrow from this hip quiver. And that's a good example of when you are tired and you are really not, your brain is not working as it should be. You can just forget a big thing like that. But okay, we still got 1 hit plus 1 close hit, so 15 points together. It was not too bad, but for sure I was expecting a much more. Then we go back to the walking area. So this time we are supposed to walk. And I don't know why I take the horse to trot so early, somehow to make sure he would walk, but I know he would walk anyway. Here you can see I missed the target for the first time. And after that I hit a nice 8 points. And then I do the knocking before we take canter. And this is something I'm thinking also after the track, like why the hell would I walk and knock in the walk and then take the canter, because I had a lot of time to knock before the next target. But yeah, when, like I said, when you're tired you do funny things. But it was 5 points from the crocodile down there. And here you can see a little spider target on the ground. Again, I went way too close to the target, but somehow I still hit something of it. But that's like repeating the mistake from the beginning. After I continue to go to the far west area, which means that it's area with 7 targets. You can choose the order freely, how you shoot them. And yeah, then you just come back. And that went quite well for me. After we go back to the spider, and again I go to close, and this time I actually miss because the angle of the shot was really bad. Then we go to the double jumps. You are not shooting on the jumps, but between the jumps. Just great with this horse. Here you can actually see my right foot get stuck to the fence, so the fence moved a little bit funny. But middle hits from both targets, so that was really good for me. 12 points from both with the jump. Then the turtle on the ground, 7 points, so middle hit for that too. Horse find his balance, change his canter. And after we go the back shot, we make a nice middle hit there too, so 7 points again. Then start to go really till the end. There was one offshot which I actually missed the next target. You can't see it on the video, but that was just a stupid mistake to do. After the offshot, there was a little jump. You can't see that too because the live video is searching for me. But it was 3 points plus 5, so 8 points for me. Then another middle shot in the tiger. After I come to the end, so that was the last target. And I remember thinking this target is so easy, it will be easy middle. But actually I shot 1 point from the side of the target. After the track I was really not sure what to feel. I was quite disappointed for the misses. I missed even 7 targets, and out of 29 targets that's quite a lot. But also I had a lot of middle hits, which finally for the result compensated a lot. We also did a bit of overtime, so you can see we got a minus 5.5 points, but that was not too much of a problem really. And I was really happy that I made the decision to go a little bit slower, because I'm not sure if I would have handled my shooting even that good if you would take a lot of speed. I think that's something really important for high-level sportsmen, that they are able to read themselves, their mind and their body so good that they understand their limits and abilities for specific days and are able to adapt their plans and performances according to that to maximize the outcome of that day. Because not every day can be the same. Some days you feel just great and you have a good day, and sometimes you have a bad day. But it doesn't mean that you need to do a good performance or bad performance based on your day. Just you need to adapt your performance based on how you are and how you feel. And that's something that takes time, that takes experience. But when you finally learn that, I think that's one of the most important things for being constant in performances, in competitions, that you know yourself so well that you know also how to perform on a bad day. And that finally makes the biggest difference. Here you can quickly see the final ranking of the competition. So it didn't turn out too bad for me. The difference I made the first 2 days still kept me in the first place. Thank you for watching. If you are still with me, congratulations, you made it till the end. And let me know if you liked the video or not. Would you like to see videos like this in the future too? If it's something interesting to listen and watch, or you wouldn't care less. So then I know how to use my time wisely in the future too. But yeah, thank you and see you the next time.